I got your package, Kate. I'm truly honored. What are you doing here, Bayou? I'm here to burn it all to the ground. There's over 500 demons in this forest. My God. Look, Bayou, I know that you're a double agent and a Navy SEAL and a Special Forces guy and a Green Beret, but you can't do this on your own. You're too much of a wild card, man, a straight Section 8, man. I'm about to retire in a week, man, so I don't need this. All you gotta do is point me in the right direction. I guess I owe you one since you saved me a nom. I'm gonna burn it all down to the ground. Well, I guess I can't talk you out of it because you are my hero, Bayou. It's demon killing time, baby.
Oh, 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 oh. Hey, everybody's the Shape and Kate. I got your card. And I'm not going to read it because, well, it's personal. But just want you to know it touched my very soul. And I also got these worrying dolls. Little dolls in this. Look at this. Check this out. 9 of these. Little worrying dolls. You talk your worries into the doll. I spoke to all 9 of them lately, so I really appreciate that. And this, you know what this is, Kate. Much love to you. I appreciate you. I hope you had a Merry Christmas. Hope all you guys had a Merry Christmas. Now, Shapeness is almost over. Next year, new year, new me. Now, I want to start this video off by talking about maybe I went a little too hard in on Angry Cajun, but it has nothing to do with his fakeness. His fakeness is secondary. If you've been subscribed here for a long time, you know the nonsense that dude spewed about me. You know that for yourself. And I'm one of those people, when you show me who you are, and you're that bad, I don't need to know anything else about you. I'm not going to support you. You're garbage. That's just the way it is. When you spread rumors and lies on a public social media and claim it's true, lies, outright lies, after lie, that shows who you truly are. And when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. Let's get into this video. And once again, you guys spotted stuff that I didn't hear. And told you, these videos are worth their weight in gold. Especially sounds. I mean, that whole video was based on, is it an overlay, is it not an overlay? But what if I told you there was also reused assets? Like, he literally took the same bangs and knocks and reused them. Doesn't make sense, does it? If you're carrying a camera around on the inside of your shed, and something bangs on a door, or bangs on that garage door, wherever you are inside that shed, if you're not standing in the exact same place, then the knocks are not going to sound the same. You're either going to be further away, even if the bang is louder, depending on where you're standing, it's going to be different. And a lot of you guys spotted a lot of that stuff. Oh boy. This is a juicy one. Let's get into it.
Ian Larson writes, The Shape, I have a few questions. How many videos of spirits moving objects have you come across that might be real out of all the so-called paranormal blogs you looked at? Also, have you ever caught real footage of a spirit moving an object, and is it true that most paranormal investigators have never caught that on film?
Kenneth, love that question. See, over the years, I don't know how many videos I've looked at, and not one time ever have I caught or watched something or heard something that I could say was 100% a spirit or a ghost. I've seen things that I question, like, that I couldn't necessarily debunk at that time because there wasn't nothing there to debunk it with. But you also couldn't rule out science. You couldn't rule out just natural stuff happening. You know, kind of like the Ouija brothers when that stroller come down the steps. Now, I couldn't say they faked it, but you also can't take physics out of it either, if that makes sense. I have yet to see something that I either couldn't debunk or couldn't say, well, physics can do that as well, if you understand what I'm saying. Great question. Now let's see what the next one is.
Vicky asks, why is Cajun not chasing those noises? A real investigator would.
Vicky, that's a fantastic question. Well, first off, all those knocks and stuff, like Real Paranormal said, they're overlays. So as he's filming this video, he doesn't hear these knocks and stuff. He goes back on the computer and adds them after. What he's reacting to is absolutely nothing. He's pretending to react to it. Then he's going back to his computer and he's adding the knocks that he did before he started filming his video. That's what he did. That's why. But let's say that really was knocking. And those really were EVPs. That's impressive. That's some of the most important scientific ghost evidence to ever hit the earth. And he acts like it's just normal day. All that knocking by this invisible entity that is in love with me, doesn't bother me at all. So that's a great question. He's fake. He knows he's fake. Let's see what Demonicus has to say.
Demonicus writes, as a junior basketball coach, I have to teach kids how to stand and move their bodies, so small movements are something I look for to help improve and adjust. The moment at 10:56 with the knock at the door is fairly clearly him kicking something like real evidence said. There a lean and movement from a base that is easily seen in the upper body. In other words, he propped his weight over his left leg to swing out his right foot. For me, that's the same as getting ready to pivot something I would tell my players to look for and try to steal the ball. Weight shifting to one side means they're free to use the other leg to move.
Well. We have a literal movement coach telling us that from what he's seen in the video, absolutely proved me accurate. Well, proved Real Paranormal accurate, and I just confirmed his suspicions. Yeah, you heard it from an expert, folks. An expert. I consider this matter closed, but it only gets better.
My friend Bob writes, I really owe you an explanation for my total 180-degree turn. Went to visit my father, found him on the floor. Bad day.
So, in case you guys wasn't in the comment sections of the last video, Bob was like really going in on the comments, helping the algorithm, but he was really going in. So I kind of knew something was up because he wasn't behaving like he normally does. And, well, come to find out, that's why. Can't imagine finding my father laying on the floor, especially around the holidays, man. So Bob, you don't owe me an explanation, although I appreciate you telling us. My thoughts are with you and your dad and your family, and keep us updated. Much love, my friend. That's horrible. Next comment.
Ghostman writes, oof. They're right there, 2903.
And, I mean, his views used to do okay. He used to get a few thousand views, but they seem to have dropped off a lot.
I think that's what you're talking about, Ghost Band. I'm not sure, but if that is what you're talking about, see, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. And a lot of people believed him, and they did. And I don't blame them at all. Let's see what Sin Spain has to say.
Sin Spain writes, just imagine just for a sec that you died, and the one who assigned you your place to haunt direct you to Angry Cajun's shed or Lee's house. How disappointing would that be? When you could visit your family, a cool old building, or somewhere trying to prove to the world that you're a ghost and exist. I would quit my job on the first day.
Sin Spain, you cracked me up with that comment. When I first read that, I had coffee in my mouth and I nearly spit it out of my eyes. I can't imagine a worse fate than to be condemned
Bang, bang! That's all you got? That's the...
to Bayou Shack for eternity. Just to knock on walls. Put me in the bottom of the ocean. Anywhere but there. That is the most horrible fate that I can think of. I can't think of anything worse. And then the bad part is when you're knocking around on his walls, he thinks you're in love with him. So, I mean, if that's not a like double worse, I don't know what. Let's just go past this. Let's see what Jenna has to say.
Jenna writes, I didn't notice it in Real Paranormal's video, but those knocks on the garage doors sound the same. Not only are they overlays, but I reckon they are the same audio clips. Merry Christmas, Shape, and everyone else. I hope you all have a wonderful Chrissy.
Very well said, Jenna, and we're going to circle back to that.
So, from now on, I'm going to have a debunker of the week when I do this video. And Jenna, you're one of them. There's also going to be another one as well as we get further through the video, because we're going to circle back to what you said here. Great ear. Great ear. You are proving your debunking skills. You go, girl. Next comment.
Battle Factory writes, the problem is the guy's a poor actor. He acts like it's so everyday to have a haunted place. Acts like spirits are his pets. No, not once does he feel believable. He looks at the camera with a believe me look. A psychiatrist would watch that video, and that guy might never see his shed again. Or shirt or sleeves.
Battle Factory always leaves a good comment. I think he's been in every one of these videos pretty much. These kind of videos where I go over the comments. Yeah, I totally agree, man. You know, they be telling Bayou. They'd put him in one of them round rooms and then tell him to get in the corner. Now, our next comment is by Tiger Key.
Tiger Key writes, 2131 LOL, dude messed up with his overlay big time. His reaction to the Big Bang wasn't instantly. When you hear a Big Bang like that, it's going to make you jump, and it's going to be an instant reaction. Mr. Cajun didn't react for almost a full second. I may be nitpicking, but I honestly think he messed up the timing of his overlay. In fact, he also cannot act, even if it's not safe. His life is definitely not helping matters much.
And when Tiger Key first said this, I was like, did he have a late reaction or something that I overlooked? Oh yes, a very late reaction. It's almost as if he overlaid it at the wrong time. But let's watch this reaction and enjoy it for what it is.
Definitely a late reaction. Great catch. Let's see what Big John said.
Big John writes, glad you put the spotlight on real evidence. He does a fine job debunking. Have a Merry Christmas, Shape.
My pleasure, Big John. Now let's see what Old Guy 52 has to say.
Old 52 guy, great to see you promoting upcoming talent. Merry Christmas, my friend. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Big John Stupp and Old Guy 52. These are two OG subs who have supported me through thick and thin. I love both you guys. I appreciate the support very, very much. It means the world to me and this community. Now, Chad Godsey left a comment.
Chad Godsey writes, has anyone else noticed that when he walks around in his shed that his shadow never blocks out the light in his window on his outdoor camera, except the time he opens up the door is the only time it blocks out the light from his window in his shed? Fake.
Chad spitting facts. See, I went back and I enlarged the outside camera and tried to match it up to him moving inside. The problem is, it really doesn't create a shadow on the door until he's like pretty much opening the door. So I really couldn't go by that, but I definitely see what you're saying, and that's always a good thing to look at. But I'm sure that they're not lined up at all. I'm sure that the only time he lines the two cameras up is when he's going to open the door. That's it. The rest of it's just B-roll. That's it. I'd be curious to hear the raw audio of the outside camera, the whole raw fall. But we wouldn't get to see that because we'd see that moron out there smacking the walls. So there's that. Now, our lovely Kimberly left a comment.
Kimberly Shepherd writes, "Love you, Shape. Thank you for always being there to lift my spirits up. You have helped me through my sobriety, my brain cancer, my dad passing away, and from the dark days mentally. I will always be grateful to you. I will always be a subscriber for life."
Kimberly, this comment, this is what drives me. This is what pushes me through. When I'm having a bad day, a bad week even, I read a comment like this, and it totally, man, it allows me to realize that all my little problems in the world, in comparisons to other people's, it's not even close. You guys, a lot of you guys have been through a lot of things that I've never, knock on wood, had to suffer through. But I'm glad you're still here with us, Kimberly. And may your dad rest in peace. It's heartbreaking, but hey, you're a fighter, you're a debunker, and you're here, and I hope you keep us updated, and I love you very much. My thoughts are always with you. You got this. Now, shoot, I was almost broke. Let's see what Fire Demon has to say.
Fire Demon writes, "Not gonna lie that yes, I'm here at 2600. I 100% thought it was Shape putting his own overlay as a joke. I actually laughed."
I agree, Fire Demon. Imagine that. Imagine your EVP in your video is so bad and so laughable that the people watching my video think that I just added a fart overlay or something.
Am I anything in here with me? Yes, I'm here. And all of a sudden it got eerily quiet.
It's that bad. That tells you how much effort Bayou can put in his videos. The staging Cajun, as we like to call him. That's the effort, folks. That's the effort. Great point, Fire Demon. Now, our very own lovely Rose Red writes,
1619, and it sounds exactly the same as the last knock. Like, exactly.
So, Jenna and now here Rose Red are my two debunkers of the week. They spotted, yes indeed, Staging Cajun was using not just knocks, but the exact same knock more than once, and the exact same bang more than once. They're identical.
Here's two different knocks, yet they sound identical. Here's two garage door slams, and they sound identical. These two sound similar as well. Comment below what you think.
I told you, low effort to no effort. Lee from Really Haunted makes Staging Cajun look horrible at his faking skills. I mean, put some effort into it, Bayou. Great job, guys. Next comment.
Makers of the Dead Travel Fast writes, "Next he'll be selling the dirt from outside his shed." And I got a kick out of that. And so did Kate Albers. She put, "I thought the same exact thing."
I literally took the time to add every single sound that happened in Paranormal, Real Paranormal's video. And I cut them all together just for you. Take a look.
We know some of the things that have kind of been going on is, right here with me. Even he called it a shed. It's a shed. It's not a shop, is it? This is a shop.
Paranormal Pursuits writes, "Happy Shapemas. If Angry Cajun wasn't awful in every way, his videos would bug me just because of him swiping his snot all over his arms over and over. Props to you and real evidence for suffering through all that."
Anywho,
Debunker writes, 209. If this isn't a reference to Casper's site, I'm laughing on my own.
Definitely a reference to Casper's site.
Appermelon writes, happy anniversary. Anita wrote, well done, 7 years, Shape. Let's see the screenshot, folks. There it is, 7 years ago, the first debunking video I ever made. Here's the date. December 25th, 2018 was the first time I ever uploaded a debunking video. And I would not have continued doing it without you amazing people. This one cracked me up. Judith writes, I had such a good time during this live. It was great to see everyone. Thanks, Beardo. Lots of love to you and Mrs. Geek. Have an amazing day. Paulie writes, hey, lovely, you're actually on the Shapes comments.
This is another video done and dusted. I am surprised that light held up. I think because I darkened the background back there a little bit, I think it does better. Comment below what you guys think. Yeah, it makes everything have a yellow tinge to it, but I do like it. I think I'll stick with this one for a while. Guys, go join Debunkers Anonymous on Facebook, where you might learn something. Because we talk about debunking 24 hours, 7 days a week. And as always, I truly am appreciative and grateful to you guys. I know I say it pretty much in every video, and I know it gets old, but without you guys, none of us are anything but a video just talking to the void. You guys make each debunker successful. Each YouTuber, for that matter, successful. Because that's how amazing and supportive you guys really are. You guys don't get the credit you deserve. And I want to work on that more. Live stream. Coming very, very, very soon. Don't laugh. I love you guys. I appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next video. Y'all come back now. Here. Peace.